and gentlemen, you're listening to the Apocalyptic Optimath channel with your host, the Apocalyptic Optimath, and I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Um, Thank you once again for the recent support here. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it's there, but I appreciate it anyway. Um, Funny thing. So I just saw something. I don't know when it happened. I guess it was very recent. I don't know when that happened. Probably during the week. I just saw it. I'm kind of late to the party, I guess. I wasn't looking for it. It showed up on my timeline, and now I'm gonna talk about it. So Orlando Brown again breaks the internet once more. Goes viral, multi-viral, multi-platinum viral again. For doing some wild-ish. So I don't know if you guys know this new guy that's on the block, the new kid on the block right now. His name is 4Extra. 4Extra. Um, he's a Crip. And his name is 4Extra. And cool. And and so I don't know. Me personally, shit. If you want my honest opinion, I thought that dude was a clown. The first time I saw him, um, you know. So, but that's none of my business. My business is not to judge people for being clowns or not. That's none of my business. That's just an opinion. It's not a suggestion or an order. It's an opinion. That was my opinion. Now the funny thing is, I guess karma has a way of seeping into people's lives, and what goes around comes around, and it like, cause I thought he was a clown, and then Orlando came around and clowned him. He got punked. 4Extra got punked, bro. You might not want to admit it to yourself because you thought he was a third world dude because blah blah blah, blah goggly goop. Because of goggly goop reason, you thought a whole bunch of shit. And then Orlando Brown came along and just shattered your dreams, your hopes and aspirations, because he got punked. I don't know what the fuck Orlando Brown was talking about in the interview. I have no idea. I listened to like 10, 15 minutes. I don't know what these guys was talking about, bruh. But I saw the part about the slap when you say, man, I'm slap you. And then it's like, well, slap me then, bitch. I mean, he didn't say that. But that it's kind of what That's kind of what it sounded like. It was like then do it. It was like then do it. Go ahead. He got punked. He got punked, and like I'm not surprised that happened. I don't even think it's that big of a deal, to be quite honest. But for a lot of people that are still stuck in the media, still stuck in that zone, it's kind of important to them. I mean, like people, like there's videos out there with people like they see this guy as a hero. Like, they see this 4Extra dude as a hero. Like every quote, like they be like, some people will be like editing some of his quotes and shit and putting some 1970s pimp exploitation music behind it and shit. Like he's like some kind of like a gangster god or something. Right? So I don't know, man. Like, the only gangster god that ever existed was Gucci Mane. The only gangster god that ever existed was Gucci Mane. Facts. That is straight facts. That is 1000% facts. That is 1000% facts. Straight facts. And do your research if you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, do your research. Because Gucci Mane was on some shit man. Like me, he was in some demonic, satanic ass shit, bro. Like this motherfucker was like, cause me, like the thing that people kind of tend to forget is like, you know, the whole style about like having tattoos all over your goddamn body. Gucci Man started that shit. He was one of the first people to have that many goddamn tattoos on his body, and with Waka Flocka. They kind of started that shit, man. So, of course, there was other people doing it, but they kind of popularized that. And then ever since Gucci Man came out with 1 quintillion tattoos on his body, everybody else started to do it. So, you know, and those tattoos mean something. I don't know what it means. That's why I keep saying that's demonic ass shit, because at the end of the day, a tattoo means something. You know, you're not going to just randomly tattoo your entire body out of the clear blue sky for no apparent reason. That's just crazy. You know, it means something. Even though you're not saying what it means something. And at the end of the day, I kind of like noticed certain patterns on their bodies, right? And they look very Aztec, right? It looks very Aztec. So I don't know what that means. And I had an hallucination once. I had an hallucination. It wasn't an hallucination. I just can't explain what I saw or how I saw it, but I saw it. So I'm gonna chalk it up as it was a hallucination. And one day I was sitting in front of my computer, and a bunch of shit started flashing in my fucking eyes. Like I was listening to some gangster rap, and I ended up on this fucking video, and it was kind of like it was a Crip though. It was a Crip video. You know, just for just to I'm trolling Crips right now, but you know what I mean, you know. So, but it was a Crip video, and there was like a bunch of symbolisms that appeared. It was like, and there was like Aztec stuff in it too, you know. So it was weird. So it was weird, bro. I saw it once and I never saw it again. If I look for it, maybe I could find it. But you know, but I wasn't looking for it. It just appeared, like it just played by itself. It just played itself like that, like, you know. So I was listening to music, and then the next thing appeared, and it was there. And I even tried, like, I didn't even have the time to skip or to press the refresh button, like just bam, like, yeah. Anyway, so that's why I'm saying this. It was a hallucination, because that shit was weird, bro. I don't even know. Like, I don't even think there was music behind it. It was just a bunch of pictures. You know, anyway, so, you know, some gangster shit is connected to magic. You know, some gangster shit is connected to magic. Some gangster shit is connected to like demonic, diabolical. I don't think the demonic world would appreciate me saying demonic. I'm kind of angry at the demonic, the infernal realms right now. So, but it was diabolical. That's the only way I could explain it. I'm pretty sure there's some people that I'm not pretty sure there are some gangsters that do diabolical shit, and then there's just gangsters that just be living in that aura, in that vicinity of things. You know, like, I'm one of those people. I just live in the vicinity of those things. I'm not doing anything diabolical. You know, like, I don't like. There's a lot of idiots, and yes, I did say idiots because they are idiots. There's a lot of idiots out there that condone the rape culture that black people have, right? But the thing that these idiots don't understand is that it's not innocent what they're doing. They're not doing it because they're boys and boys will be boys. That's not what's going on, bro. Like, if you're doing that, it's because you don't know shit and you're an idiot, you know. And I'm not saying all. There are probably some cliques that are innocent, that doing shit like because they're boys and boys will be boys, you know. And I do say innocent very loosely here, you know. Because that's what it is. It's like, you know, just having fun, blah, 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 whatever. You know, so, But in a lot of cases, a lot of people think that's what's going on, but that's not what's going on. These guys are conducting some kind of ritual. It's like black magic, and it's not always in your face magic. Like, you don't know that the person is doing magic. Like, you're with the person, you're doing the bad things that the person asks you to do, or you do with the person, but you don't know that this person's actually doing magic, right? Like, how do you get 100 dudes to do what you want to do? You know what I mean? You gotta brainwash them. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta tie them up. You gotta tie them up, bro. That's the only way to get somebody to do something, right? So, you know, a lot of these young cats, a lot of these alleged street dudes, they get involved in shit, and they don't know that the reason why they're involved in the shit is because the dude did a spell on your ass. And you have no idea, bro. Like, you think you think you're a goon. I mean, yeah, you're a goon, but you don't know why you're a goon for that guy, or why you're gooning, period, pause. You know, so when they're doing, a lot of rape culture out here is diabolical shit. It's diabolical shit. It's not innocent. They know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. It's like Puff Daddy, right? Puff Daddy wasn't just raping folks. So from what I heard from the excerpts of Kim Porter's diary, which it was a book, but I think that's what she called it. I think she called it her diary or her journal. But she wrote a book, and in the book she says, like, she was doing black magic. Right? And apparently he learned that shit from his mom. You know, his mom taught him how to do certain things. And he's Illuminati. Even if it's not his mom, he's in that circle. He's in the, you know what I mean? So, you know, and he has to, there's no way he never stepped one day in his life inside of a Masonic lodge, at least once in his life, right? So the point I'm trying to make here is that he's not unaware of the occult world, right? So it wouldn't be surprising if one day he decided, for whatever reason, to conduct a ritual. You know what I mean? And a lot of the allegations that are out there, there's victims that says that, you know, he was doing some kind of black magic, man. And there's even artists that are saying that he was doing some kind of black magic. So, you know, it's not, the world of magic is not as far off the deep end as people think it is. Like, a lot of people seem to think that, you know, nobody practices magic. It's only a small group of people. No, a lot of people practice magic. Like, a tremendous amount. Like, you know, at least 2 out of 3, to be honest. At least 2 out of 3 people practice magic. Easy. Okay, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 people practice magic. Easy. Hands down. Easy. If not 3. So, 2.5. 2.5 people practice magic. Yeah. So, so the goal. So this guy. So, well, not the guy. The people tend to idealize certain things and certain people, you know, for I don't know what reason, right? And at the end of the day, like, even 4 Extra himself, 4 Extra is a spell in himself. 4 Extra is a spell in himself, because at the end of the day, somebody went and got him, right? Somebody went and got him. And there's a reason why somebody went and got him. Whether he's real or he's fake, there's a reason why you see him on TV. Right? And as soon as you can tell that something is off, because as soon as he appeared the first time he appeared, people already started wanting to side with him. right? People already wanted to. They were ready to drink the Kool-Aid, right? Like if 4Extra would have said, "Here, take this, drink this Kool-Aid," a lot of people would have drank it. At the end of the day, because that's what a lot of people did. You know, did Orlando Brown do it on purpose to punk him? Probably. And you should pay attention when Orlando Brown doing that shit, because Orlando Brown is kind of telling you who's the homo thugs and who's not the homo thugs. All right, like so if he did that shit, it's not to be an asshole. It's because the nigga lying. That's why he did that shit, because the motherfucker's lying, bro. Like, he lying. You know? So the correlation I'm trying to make here is that the sorcery is not as far-fetched as you think, right? And just because you can't see the sorcery happening, that doesn't mean that there's no sorcery happening, right? And like I always say, like, how many times did I say that in the past videos? I think I said it like 2 or 3 times. The proof of a good magician, I wasn't just talking about myself. The proof of a good magician is that you can't see the magic. That's how you know that he's a good magician, because he's doing magic, things are happening, but you don't see him do it. That's magic. That's a very good magician, right? So the thing about 4Extra is, you know, I don't even think it has anything to do with the streets. I don't even think like it's like they're trying to get like young children to go back into the street or some shit like that. I don't think that's what it is. Me personally, I think it has everything to do with the Illuminati trying to maintain control over the masses, because the masses is finally waking up to the bullshit, and they're trying to maintain some form of control over what's going on, because they're about to disappear. If the Illuminati doesn't watch their step, they're gonna disappear. They're gonna get wrecked. So right now they're rolling out a series of people and a series of events to make people come back to them, right? Because people are leaving, you know, and it's gonna work for a short period of time, because money, fear, and I wouldn't say, nah, bullshit. It's not money or fear. It's deviance, right? There's a lot of people that have predatory and deviant mindsets, right? That's the reason why the Illuminati is still around, because the Illuminati is kind of like a place where when you're a deviant, you will have support in your deviancy, right? And that's the real reason why the Illuminati still is capable of surviving, because they offer shelter to the deviants. So it's gonna work, because you don't know that the person that you're talking to is a deviant, or maybe you do know. I don't know. There's some people that don't hide it. Like me, I don't network on Discord anymore, because Discord is full of deviants. You know, it's disgusting. It's predatory. They're very predatory. They're sick people. You know. So I don't network on Discord anymore. That shit is disgusting. I want to exchange. I want to have an exchange with a person. I want to have a regular conversation. I don't want to talk about like pedophilia and shit, man. I don't want to talk about fucking babies and shit, man. That shit crazy. That's nonsense. And it shouldn't be like that either, because there's a lot. It happens a lot. It's like the whole place is taken over by deviants. And most social media platform are ran, monitored, and managed by a bunch of deviants. Which is very sad. That's why I like this new game, The First Descendant, because it's not offering me children. It's offering me grown ass women with grown ass bodies, and I fucking love it. And they're awesome. The girls are the heroes in that game. So 4Hextra got punked. Maybe Orlando Brown maybe he does not agree with anything that I've said. I don't mind. It is what it is. This is my perception. It's my opinion. Right? Maybe he didn't do that to punk him. Maybe he wasn't trying to say that this nigga's just out here sucking dick and yakking tough and shit. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't find out. I don't know. But, to me, it was kind of... I couldn't help but laugh when I saw that. And of course, he probably did that shit to go viral. He saw an opportunity. He was like, bow, I'm going to go viral if I do this. Bow. Which he will. Which he is. He's a viral machine at this point. But we have to remember that Orlando Brown is kind of like on a tirade with this Illuminati shit. He's kind of in the tirade. He's kind of like on a rampage. So if he shows up to a show with a dude, or alleged turbo dude, and he's like telling the alleged turbo dude to go ahead and slap him, pause. No pun intended. But at the end of the day, 2 + 2 is 4, not 5. At the end of the day, 2 + 2 is 4. So if he's going around choking on microphones, you know what I mean? If he's going around choking on microphones, bro, pause. Hey, yo, moment. And then he appears on that show, disrespects the dude right to his face. I don't know, man. What can I tell you? And the streets, I don't know. No offense, no pun intended. But the streets kind of lame, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man, but bro, like, the streets kind of fucking lame, bro. It's kind of lame, man. Like, it's like 2020. I don't know, man. Illicit goods will always be in demand. There'll always be a black market somewhere. But maybe we don't need all these people to take care of the black market and just let the black market take care of itself and shit like that. Cause I don't know, man. Like, the dudes ain't doing nothing. And most of them are out here trying to rape people, bruh. They're kidnapping kids, or raping girls, raping young girls, raping old girls, raping elderly people. Like, they're just out here raping and shit, bro. Like, so streets kind of lame, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, man. That shit kind of lame, bro. That's gay. That's gay. Pause. But that's kind of gay. No offense, no pun intended. No offense, but that's fucking gay, dude. It's fucking gay, bro. Like, cause it's not. It's a trend. It's not even like dude has a sexual deviancy, like he has like a sexual problem, like he needs to take medication because of his sexual obsession and shit, like he needs a fucking psychiatrist and shit. No, it's like the whole clique just doing that shit and they don't do nothing else. You know, like that's fucking lame. That's gay as shit. That's gay as fuck. So the street is dying, bro. Like the street is dying, bro. And it's the street is dying, man. And the Illuminati is probably one of the reasons why the street is dying, because they filled the streets with a bunch of big gay guys. They filled the streets with a bunch of intimidating big gay guys. They're all over the place. It's just a bunch of gay guys all over the place, bro. And they're the boss of all the fucking hoodlums that you see walking around, bro. There's like fucking homos. And they're teaching the kid how to be super gay. You know what I mean? You just want to be around men. You want to touch men. The only time they touch a woman, they got to beat her ass half to death, bro. That shit gay as fuck, bro. Like, you a super homo, man. You're super duper homo, dog. Like, you are intensely gay. Like, I don't even think like, gay people think they're gay. You haven't seen gay until you've been around some gang members, bro. Like, my nigga, for real, bro. You think you're gay, bro? Like, shit. You don't know what gay is, man. I guarantee you. All the little gay people going at gay parades, they don't know what gay is. They don't understand. They don't understand what gay is, man. Like, they don't know what gay is, bro. Like, you don't know what gay is, bro. You think you know. You think you're gay. But I guarantee you, those guys over there, they're 1 trillion times gayer than you are, bro. I guarantee you that shit. Guarantee you. You'll be surprised. You'll be like, wow, like, I'm gay, but motherfucker, you are super gay. Shit is fucked up, and it's not funny. It's not funny because they're committing crimes. Like, they're committing hate crimes. They're committing hate crimes, bro. They hate women. Like, their goal is to, eradicate women off the face of the earth. That shit, that's pretty fucking gay, bro. That's pretty goddamn gay. That's beyond Roman gay. You know what I mean? That's intensely gay. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop saying it. I think you get the picture, more or less. Because you can't understand that shit until you see it. Like, until you start living it or seeing it, you're not gonna understand that shit. You're gonna sit there thinking, oh man, he's just tripping and shit like that. Well, yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, like, man, I don't walk around by myself for no reason, bro. I'm not gay, bro. Like, I'm not, and even if I was gay, bro, I'm not the kind of person that want to beat up a girl until she fucking dies. That's just not my thing. That's not something that I'm about, bro. Like, I don't know about none of that shit, man. I don't know about any of that. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't around people like that. I don't know nothing about that, bro. Like, I don't even read books where shit like that happens. I barely watch movies where shit like that happens. That's just not, that's not my attraction. That's not where my mind goes, right? And that's just me. I'm not saying it's okay to think like that. Absolutely not. But there are people that think a certain way, and there's certain people that think another way. I don't think like that, bro. Like, that's those guys over there think like that, bro. Like, so, That shit's kind of crazy. Shit, my dad never laid his hands on my mom. Like, not even once. That never happened. Like my mom does. Like, my mom is not a. She never got punched in the face or slapped by her husband. When I was born, anyway. I don't know. Maybe before I was born, some shit might have happened. But when I was born, whatever was going on, that shit completely stopped, because I never saw them act that way around each other. So I'm just not. That's not the kind of person that I am. So So all this to say that we're getting fooled. We're getting rolled up like burritos, man. And it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening, and because at the end of the day, they're fighting hard to not go down, right? And the people know that they're gonna fight hard. The people know that you guys are gonna fight hard. We already know that. We already know you guys are gonna fight hard to stay on top, but you're not gonna stay on top. That's the end of the story. That's the moral of the story. And you know that you're not gonna stay on top too. That's the worst part. Like, that your time is up. You knew your time was up a long time ago. The Illuminati knew their time was up at least 10 years ago. If I'm not mistaken, I'll say 8. Because I know 2015 people started acting kind of weird. 2015, the Illuminati started acting kind of weird, bro. They was kind of like getting prepared for shit. That's when the CEOs started quitting their jobs. That's when people started, leaving the country and shit like that. That shit started since 2015. So they know that their time is almost up. They've been knowing that shit for a long fucking time. But, they're still trying. You're not gonna just lay down and die and shit, right? You're gonna give it a good old college try, as ones would say. But the veil is being lifted even on street shit. The veil is being lifted even on street shit, bro, because the street is dead. I mean, the only real motherfuckers that be doing shit is probably from Chicago, and at the end of the day, we call that real, but is it really real? Because why are these niggas shooting at each other so goddamn much in the first goddamn place? What the fuck is real about that? Pause. No pun intended, no offense meant, but think about it for 2 seconds. Why is all these fucking kids blasting straight DPS and damage per second each other like that, bro? Like, they straight up DPSing up in that mug, bro. Why they DPSing like that, bro? Like, why? I'm not kidding. They are DPS. They're not using fucking handguns, bro. They're using like assault rifles, bro. Like, why they DPSing like this? Why they playing Descendant over there, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? So, real is a lot more than just, blasting each other into smithereens for no apparent good reason. And it's for no apparent good reason either, because he stole did he steal cocaine? Did he steal like some drugs? Did he shoot one of your friends? Or and if he shot one of your friends, was that friend of yours that important that it started a gang war and some shit like that? I don't know. I don't live there. I don't know. But it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm also saying it might not be the case for every one of those cliques, but a lot of those cliques are just blasting at each other for no apparent reason out the clear blue sky. And motherfuckers, and the worst part is, I'm having severe doubts, because every time you see one of those videos, it's a shootout inside of a gas station. Why are they always shooting each other inside of a goddamn gas station? Like, they want to be caught on camera. It's like they know that there's a camera at the gas station and they want the camera to catch them so that the news is going to put them in the news later. Like, they doing shit for attention. That's not real. That's not gangster, bro. Like, that's not gangster. You looking for attention, bro. Why are you always shooting at each other in gas stations, man? Like, why don't you do that somewhere where there's no cameras? Like, why are you always trying to get caught? That shit, what the fuck is real about that? And then you're going to spend 25 years, 10, 15, 20 years in jail. That's ridiculous. They ain't nothing real about that, bro. The street is bullshit, man. The street is bullshit nowadays, bro. And it probably always was bullshit for all we know, to be quite honest. For all we know, it probably always was bullshit. I don't know. Man, fucking Big Meech, fucking whatever. I don't care about Big Meech, but shit, that's none of my business. But damn, man, I don't know why did he allow? I don't know, man. But I don't know, man. But that's not real to me, bro. Like, you might respect street shit. You might respect Big Meech, Little Meech. I call him Little Meech now. Small Meech. I call him Small Meech. Because the dude went and signed with Rick Ross, bro. Like, my dude, like, where's your integrity? Where's your gangsterdom? Where's your gangsterdom, bro? Where's your church? Did you forget to go to gangster church? Small Meech forgot to go to gangster church, bro. He forgot to go to gangster church because there's no way a real gangster would align him. Okay, in my head, not in actuality. That's bullshit, because I don't know what a gangster is. I'm lying. I'm straight up lying. But in my head, because in my head, there's a gangster church that I subscribe to. In my head, not in real life, in my head. In my head, there's a gangster church, right? And when I be walking in that gangster church, bro, the holy gangster pastor, the holy gangster pastor be teaching me about real niggas. About the Proverbs, Proverb 51:80, a real nigga shall not sign to a label with a nigga like Rick Ross. In my head, that's what the holy gangster pastor is saying. But apparently that only happens in my head, because at the end of the day, Small Meech is one of the original dude that started all this shit, right? From my understanding. Anyways, from the little that I know. From the little that I know, he's one of the OGs of this shit, right? But it seemed to me that he forgot about the gangster church. It seemed to me that he stopped going to church. He stopped going to church, bruh. Small Meech decided to screw this gangster church shit, and I'm gonna go join some BS. And the worst part is, I'm not on 50 Cent's side or anything like that, bro. But 50 gave your son a TV show about you. Why would you go and do that after he did that for you? Not only that, but 50 is bigger than Rick Ross is. So to me, it feels, and I'll be connecting dots that should be connected, bro. And I don't know. I connect dots that should not be connected. I connect dots that should not be connected. Sue me. No, don't sue me, because I ain't got no money. But, but to me, it would seem that he didn't sign to Rick Ross for no money. He signed to Rick Ross for what Rick Ross represents. And if you don't know what that is, well, let me tell you one line. If y'all remember the song, I think the problem is that ye ain't know. I think that's what the problem is. I think that Small Meech was sitting in his jail cell. For some reason, started reflecting about the Rick Ross situation in the 50, and decided to align himself with Rick Ross because he felt that Rick Ross was closer to what he represents than 50. I don't think it's for money. I don't think it's for money. Because if it was for money, why would you go with the smaller guy instead of going with the big guy? So, in my congregation, it would seem that Small Meech has decided to leave the congregation. He decided to leave the congregation. And I might be wrong. And the church never existed. And it's all in my head. I ain't gonna lie, bro. At this point, I am not sure. I have no idea. At this point, I have no clue. Zero. Every goddamn words I be saying right now might be complete garbage. For all I know. For all I know, it could be complete nonsense. But for some reason, I grew up with a holy gangster pastor in my head. And this holy gangster pastor in my head be telling me what's gangster and what's not gangster. I don't know. And it would appear to me, I'm starting to feel like I'm the only one that attended this congregation. I'm starting to feel lonely. I thought there was a bunch of people around me, but I'm starting to think that I might have hallucinated that shit. Because it seems that this congregation, either there was a bunch of people in the beginning, but it seems that slowly but surely, as time went on, the people started leaving the congregation. And I just didn't notice because I was too busy doing other things. So, and this is what we're talking about again. The rape culture in the black community seems to be God to these people. It's like fucking Jesus at this point. The streets is dead, bro. The streets is dead. And I am 1,000,000,000% sure that the reason why this is happening is because of the Illuminati, because the gangster church has been infiltrated by the devil, by the adversary, and it has been corrupted from the inside. These evil people, these evil entities have infiltrated our holy moly matrimony and have started to tarnish the teachings of the holy gangster, the holy gangster pastor. Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Shit. I'm fucking heated right now. I don't even know why. I don't even know why, bro. Like, Anyways, but I still got a point. I might be crazy, but that don't mean I'm wrong. I might be crazy, but it don't mean I'm wrong, bro. So now I got Small Meech. You got 2 extra. His name should have been 2 extra instead of 4 extra. And I think in the conversation, they started talking about sucking dick too at some point. They did. He did. He did start talking about sucking dick, but I don't think he was like alluding to him sucking dick. But he kind of like, he turned to the camera and started talking about like, he turned to like the people, and then he started talking about like, somebody calling him to suck his dick and shit. You know, I don't remember, like Ray J calling him to suck his dick, whatever. It's not a coincidence. Or it might be. Who knows? It might be just 2 people drunk talking shit. It might be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't live over there. I don't know what their plans are. I don't know what Orlando Brown's plans are. I don't know what 4 Extras plans are. I don't know what Adam 22's plans are. I don't know what the Illuminati's plans are. I don't know none of these fucking people. But I have eyes and ears. And I be looking. And I be listening. So who knows? But I did smirk when I saw that shit. I was kind of like, ha. I knew you was a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel the dude. I didn't feel him. I didn't feel it. It felt forced. It felt like a very forced. You know, who the fuck are you? Where do you come from? Like, who fucking knows you? I mean, like, you know, you just come out of nowhere and start being super excited. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Fuck you then. I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, you know. But it feels like you're saying keywords. You know what I mean? Because people today have a thirst for purity. Right? I've noticed people nowadays have a thirst for purity. They want to stop having sex. They want to stop drinking. They don't want to go to the club no more. They don't want money. They want what's pure. I don't know. I'm the devil. I'm the devil, bro. I don't know about none of that shit. Bro, I don't know. I don't know about none of that shit, bro. Like, I don't know about none of that, bro. Like, but you know, not that I go to clubs and shit like that, or you know, I don't go out partying either and stuff like that. But I drink, I smoke. You know, not all the time. Very rarely. You know, very rarely. You know, I drink very rarely. When I drink very little because it doesn't take a lot for me to get drunk. And when I'm drunk, I'm not a bad person. I'm just drunk. I'll probably just pass out and wake up the next morning and throw up, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole night. You know, I smoke. You know, and I don't intend on quitting until I get cancer, terminal. And even then, I'm probably still going to keep smoking anyways. You know, well, more or less, you know, it's good to take a break from time to time and shit like that. I do be trying to stop smoking from time to time, but it's hard though. But the thing is, I don't think that's the problem. I feel like, because I'm the first one to say it. If you want to fix the issue, you got to fix yourself. Right? But the problem is, the conundrum in this story, the perplexity of this situation is that if you stop smoking, what actually did you do? right? Well, I have better health. And that's hunky dory. That's A-OK that you have better health. That is a good fucking start. But here comes the perplexity of this situation. Is that where you start and end your journey? I mean, just because me personally, I don't trust people that don't smoke cigarettes. I don't trust people that don't smoke cigarettes. Why? Because, like King Yella, pause, sorry for the name drop, but he did a short saying this guy, because this is a perfect example. This guy, he says he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink. So that means he's just walking around angry and shit, right? And that's exactly it. Yeah. Like, people just be walking around angry, right? I smoke cigarettes. I'm not pissed off. Because cigarettes is a relaxant. It relaxes you. So you're not walking around fucking hyped up on nerves. You're like fucking nerve endings or fucking straight like a goddamn pipe. Pause. I don't trust people that don't smoke. I don't trust people that don't smoke because they're like, what are you, a fucking serial killer? Like a fucking psychopath or some shit like that? I don't trust people that don't smoke. I'm exaggerating. But I've seen so much shit in my life that I'm suspicious of anything and everyone. I'm just walking around suspicious of everybody, bro. Like, I'm still gonna talk to you if you don't smoke, blah, blah, blah. But it's gonna take time for me to warm up to you. A lot of time, because you don't smoke. And I smoke, so I gotta go outside to have a cigarette and shit like that. And then, so at that time, I have, my mind, the little hamster is twirling. It's like running around and shit. I'm creating scenarios, It's funny, and I don't know if King Yellow's a Crip or a Black. I have no idea, and I don't fucking care. He popped in my timeline after I looked at the video, and he said some shit that makes sense. That's exactly how I see things. Like, people don't smoke, people don't drink, bro. They're just hyped up on nerves, bro. Like, they're just hyped up on nerves, bro. Like, fucking serotonin through the goddamn roof, bro. Like, so just aggressive. I'm not aggressive. I am, actually. I am aggressive. But tell yourself this, right? So people think I'm aggressive, right? But I smoke and drink. And those two things are supposed to not make you aggressive. Like, those two things are supposed to not make you aggressive. So imagine if I wasn't smoking cigarettes or drinking, motherfucker. I don't want to picture that, bro. I don't even want to picture that because I'm already very hype on cigarettes. I'm already a very hype person. Like, I will crash out. I will pull stunts. I will do shit. And I'm on a relaxant all day long, every day, since I was fucking 14, 15, 13 years old. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that to sound tough and shit, but at the end of the day, you sit down and you think about it. You're like, well, I don't like this when I'm on this. And so you start thinking about everybody else, but because at the end of the day, you're just like, I'm like you, you like me, right? We're both humans. We all have the same engine running in through our bodies. So you're sitting there and you know that all those effects, all those psychological effects are chemical things that are happening within the body, right? So you know that all the chemicals that you have in your body that makes you the way that you are, everybody else has that shit too. right? So now you start thinking, but what about all the people that don't smoke? Like, how do they fucking manage their day and shit? You know what I mean? Like, so people are kind of dangerous, man. People are kind of dangerous, and that's pretty much that's probably the reason why a lot of people end up joining the Illuminati and fucking reveling in evil and shit like that, because people act like we're the bad guys. People act like the people that are going clubbing, smoking cigarettes, drinking, they're the bad guys, right? But bro, you already know all the bad shit that we doing it because we doing it in public. We don't know what your pure ass is doing when nobody's watching, bro. Ain't nobody know what your pure ass is doing while nobody's watching, bro. I'm just saying, bro, because there's some kinds of evil that are subtle, right? You don't see it in the light. It's in the shadows. Right? So, regardless, I'm not saying it's a bad thing for a lot of people to want to be pure and shit like that. I'm just tripping. Right? I'm just letting you inside of the mind of a psycho that I am. Right? But at the same time, not at the same time, the thing is, that's why 4Extra, when he came out and he was saying those key words that will catch people that are trying to be holy, that are trying to be pure, right? They're gonna be like, and he gangster, allegedly he's gangster, so there's toughness about him. So people see him like he's their dad or something, right? Like he's a father figure. You know what I mean? He's the dad that some people wish they had, right? Pause. No pun intended, no offense meant. You know, but some people think like that. They're the guy like, man, you know, that's a cool dude. You know, that's a stand up guy. You know what I mean? There's a role model. That's a role model right there, right? You know, like me, I'm just, you know, man. Yeah, when it comes from, like, it's in the media. You're sending me messages. It's in the media. I don't believe it. Man, 90% of the time, I don't believe it. I don't like when the TV is trying to teach me how to be a human. I don't need TV to know how to be a human, bro. The only thing TV should be worried about is entertaining my ass, bro. And that's it. I don't want to hear TV tell me nothing. But that's just me. Because some people need TV to tell them something. Because without TV, they'd be goddamn crazy. You're bugging the fuck out. Because not everybody, it's a talent to be able to know how to be human without somebody telling you how to. That's a rarity. That's why we're chosen. That's why we're chosen. That's why God be attacking us all the time. Because we don't need God. We already know everything. We don't need to go to church. We are the church. We don't need God. We are God. That's why God always sitting up there trying to attack us, sending shit in putting shit in our path, putting shit in our way, because and hiding us from the masses, right? It's not out of goodwill. It's because if people saw what you had in you, then they wouldn't listen to the Illuminati anymore. They wouldn't go to church anymore. They wouldn't listen to God anymore. Because you already telling them what's what. It's inside of you. You don't need that stuff. You never needed it. How many chosen ones go to church? Raise your hands. How many chosen ones go to church? How many chosen ones how many chosen ones read the Bible at night? Raise your hands. You know what I mean? So the Illuminati be doing the same shit. The Illuminati is trying to maintain the mental control that they have over the masses by presenting things that is good looking to you, that's appealing to you. They're catching your appeal by promoting and posting certain figures in the media. I'm not saying that's 4Extra's case, but that's how I felt, though. That's how I felt. I felt like it was a ploy. I felt like it was the Illuminati, because the guy comes out of nowhere. Diddy's going to jail. Illuminati's going out of business, and then this guy pops out of nowhere, and he's viral and blah blah blah. Goggly goop. And he's not the only one. There's a bunch of people like that right now, and there's gonna be more of them. And as popular and as famous as I am, at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna listen to my motherfucking ass. People are gonna watch these incubuses. They're not succubuses, but they're incubuses. An incubus is a male succubus, and a succubus or an incubus main title, its main work that it does is seducing. So the Illuminati are presenting to us incubuses and succubuses to catch our attention, to maintain control over our minds, so that we do not wake up from this illusion that we're living in right now. And it's gonna work, more or less, a little bit, little by little. It's gonna work. The Illuminati will always have a lifeline. They'll always have a lifeline, because at the end of the day, it depends on you whether or not you're gonna give them this lifeline. You're gonna give them a little bit, and once you give a little bit to the Illuminati, they try to grab the whole hand. If you give an apple to the Illuminati, they're gonna take the whole tree. So it's up to us, including myself, to decide, are we, well, I already decided, but it's not a one-man job. When Son Goku be fighting fools, right? He be doing this thing called a spirit bomb. Call this a spirit bomb, man. And what it does, the spirit bomb is the collective essence of everybody on the planet that he collects and amasses in one ball, and he throws at his enemy to destroy his enemy, bro. Some Jesus shit right there, bro. Pause. Well, this is what you're supposed to do today. You need to decide, are you going to be part of the spirit bomb or nah? And you need to understand that if you want that spirit bomb to exist, then you have to stop accepting this illusion. It's okay to watch movies, okay to play video games and shit like that, but it's your mentality. It's not about the things that you're doing. It's your mentality. It's how you perceive things. The way you perceive things is way more important than what you're actually doing. You can do one thing and have two different meanings. I can have an intimate moment with a woman, and it could mean two things. Either I love her, or either I despise her. Well, no, maybe not despise, but I don't respect her, right? It's either I like her or I don't respect her. It could mean two things. some people will have an intimate relationship with somebody, would indulge in coitus with someone out of respect and admiration, and some people will indulge in coitus out of disrespect and self-indulgence. So it's not what you're doing that matters. It's what you're thinking while you're doing it that matters. So it's not about watching movies. It's not about this, that, da, 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 da. It's about how you think. What's going on up there? Like I said, I thought the church of the Holy Moly Matrimony was a real thing. I thought it was real. I thought it was real, bro. Little by little, I'm discovering, even today, little by little, I'm discovering that shit probably, I just made that shit up. Like, bruh, like, I made that shit up, bro. I made that shit up. I made it up. Maybe not, but that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Cause you got Small Meech joining forces with Rick Ross. It's not for money. It's not for money. I guarantee you it's not for money. It's not for money. That's some bullshit. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That's not my business. But I still feel that shit was bullshit, though. From the opinion of a citizen of North America, I feel like that shit was some bullshit. That's how I feel like, man. As an attendant of the Church of Gangsterdom, as someone that used to read the scriptures of how to be a real nigga. That's the Bible, by the way. If you just tuned in, I don't see this. I don't see this as being any type of good, bro. I don't see this as being any kind of good, bro. Like, so anyway. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait and see what this Orlando Jones thing. I'm gonna let the chef cook, as I always say, right? As the young kids would say, I'm gonna let the chef cook. I'm gonna let it cook, because we don't know. Maybe Orlando Jones is a best friend, because that's the thing, too. We be getting fucked over sometimes, man. We be getting fucked over sometimes. That's why man. Anyways, man, we be getting fucked over sometimes, and we be seeing somebody in the media that do some slick shit, some cool slick shit, and we be like, we're ready to go to war with this guy, right? And then he turn around and do some fuckboy shit, right? Like dude be talking about Puffy like for an entire year. And now there's enough people, right? And now you a chosen one. And I feel like that happens when chosen ones come around, right? It don't happen with regular people. It only happens to the chosen ones, right? So the chosen one decides to give a chance to this so-called personality that's going to war, and then the person turns around and does some fucking, some pussy ass shit, some garbage ass shit, bro. And they're like, damn. You know what I mean? I feel like that happens a lot to chosen ones because chosen ones be trying to give people chances and shit, and they always getting fucked over. They always getting fucked over, man. Cause we on the side of good. We on the side of good, bro. We're not on the side of evil. We're on the side of good. We ain't on the side of evil, bro. We already know what evil does. We come from the future, man. We come from the future, bro. We got shit to do, man. We got shit to do, bro. So, you know, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks, bro. Because we got shit to teach. We got shit to teach. We got shit to learn. We got shit to learn too. And we got shit to teach. And it feels like we're never going to get it done because of these goddamn Illuminati people. That's just taking up all the space and taking up all the attention and whatnots. And we can't do our job because they're already out here working. I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about reality, bro. Because they out here all over the fucking place, bro. In your food stores, in the banks, in the groceries, in the clubs, the this, the that. They're everywhere, and they're doing their magic. And we chosen ones that's back from the future, that's back to the future, bruh. We came here to be like, yo, man, let's go to the future. They got like flying cars and shit. And fucking it rains, and some fucking crazy guy invented cotton candy rain. So when it rains, it's like cotton candy. You can eat the rain, and it tastes like cotton candy. It's fucking crazy. Whatever. I don't know. I'm bullshitting. But, you know, like, but technically, bro, you know, so, you know, and that was a bit trolly. But I'm not trolling. I'm just saying, you know, whatever. You know, who gives a shit? You know, like, because at the end of the day, you know, these people are doing a very good job at confusing us. They're doing a very good job at confusing us, and there's like, you know, people want to be pure, and they don't want money, right? They don't want money. They don't need money because they're pure, right? But the Illuminati don't want money either, bruh. And if I was in your shoes, if the Illuminati don't want something, you should want that thing 10 times more than you did in the beginning. If the Illuminati say, I don't like money, you'd be like, oh, word? You know what I mean? Get on it. Get on it. They don't like money because money gives you freedom. That's why they don't like money. That's why they're trying to remove money so nobody can have freedom anymore. And there's a bunch of people that are sitting there thinking that, oh, yeah, this is a good thing to become a communist country because everybody's going to have the same shit and we're all going to share, you know, the same thing, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. You're crazy. You're drunk, or you should get drunk, and you should get high. Or you're not high enough. I don't know. Or maybe you should stop getting high because that shit makes no damn sense. It makes no sense. You're going to give up your power to the most ruthless, disgusting, despicable, disgraceful human beings known to history. That's complete insanity, bro. So you're sitting there thinking that this purity, it's a good, like, you know, like, the Illuminati don't like to drink either. The Illuminati people, the Illuminati are trying to sell to people that drinking is bad, barbecues are bad, drinking is bad, barbecues are bad, and money is bad, and amongst other things. Amongst other things. Everything is bad if you do it too much. Everything is bad if you do much. If you smoke too many cigarettes, that's bad. If you drink too much, that's bad. If you fuck too much, that's bad. If you do too much magic, that's bad. If you play too much video games, that's bad. If you study too much, that's bad. If you spend all your time in school, it's bad. If you spend all your time at work, it's bad. If you spend all your time at home, it's bad. If you sleep all the time, it's bad. Everything is capable of being bad. What you're supposed to think is not about the narrative. What you're supposed to think about is how you manage those things within your life. You can drink without emptying a bottle. It's good for you. One sip is good for you. A nightcap is good. That's what I drink. I drink nightcaps. I used to drink entire bottles. And then I went to therapy. I stopped doing everything for 5 fucking years. 4 or 5 years. Not one drink, just cigarettes and coffee, and that's it. 5 years, bro. Straight. Nothing. But then I realized something. I didn't have a goddamn drinking problem. I used to drink a lot, but I didn't have a drinking problem. I would never sell my house to drink. I would never tell somebody to go F themselves so I can have a drink. I would never leave somebody in trouble just to have a drink. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't do just to have a drink, so I don't have a problem. I used to drink a lot, and maybe I should stop drinking that much, which is what I realized that I could do. Why do I have to drink an entire bottle? I'm gonna just take a sip. I don't have to drink the damn bottle. Why would I have to drink the bottle? I don't want to drink the bottle. I can't even understand people that can just decimate an entire bottle in 5 seconds, bro. That shit's crazy to me. That it makes my stomach churn when I see that. When I see that shit, I'm like, stank face, like, ugh. Like I can't even. Weed too, bro. Like weed. I smoke weed sometimes. Bro. I smoke weed sometimes. But you know what I don't like about weed, bro? Like it's like there's a certain smell. Like when it's too strong, when the weed smell, I find it obnoxious. People that smoke weed that smells fucking strong offends me. Like I feel like punching the guy in the face, bro. I don't know why, bro. It's obnoxious. Like why does the entire universe need to know that you're smoking weed, bro? Why can't you just smoke weed and just smoke weed? Why you gotta let every goddamn body in the entire universe know you smoking a joint? It's obnoxious. I find it obnoxious. I find it obnoxious, bro. I'm just crazy. I'm a crazy person. I'm like that. I'm like that. I have weird things in my head. It's obnoxious to me. I don't like it. Like and I don't see, and the way, and what I think about weed is that I don't tell myself, oh, weed is just a small drug, blah blah blah, goggity goop. I don't tell myself that. Nah, I'm like, y'all some crazy motherfuckers. I'll smoke a joint with you, no problem. But y'all some crazy motherfuckers, because that shit is loud. You know what I mean? That's some loud shit. Man, bro. Cause that's the thing. There's the spirit that comes into you. Pause. There's a spirit that lives within you that has a mind of its own. And this spirit puts into your mind that more is more. This spirit comes within you, and it's just it takes in your entire universe. It just controls your entire world, bruh. And it just starts with weed. You can tell how a person thinks by smoking a joint with them. If a person wants to put an entire dime bag in a joint, bro, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with it. Why you want to put the entire thing? Why don't you keep some for later? Why don't you keep some for later? Why don't you keep some for later, bro? Why don't you keep some? Not for real. Why don't you keep some for later? Why you gotta smoke the entire bag? The entire shit. Right there, right now. Why? Why? I mean, if you're smoking with other people, that's normal. But if there's just two of you, or he's by himself, you don't smoke, he's about to smoke, and he has to smoke an entire bag of weed right in front of your face. Why? You want to know why? Because this person doesn't see the value in what he's doing. This person is literally, he's the devil. And you want to know why this person's the devil? Because this person is trying to offend God by smoking the entire thing. I'm telling you. This motherfucker is talking without talking. That's, you can tell how, if this person does not respect life. This person doesn't respect, you don't respect life, bro. You don't respect life, bro. You don't respect life, bro. You're just offensive. You're an offensive person, and you have malicious intent. By the way that you're smoking, I can tell. By the way you're smoking, you have malicious intent. Because you wonder what? Me, I smoke half of a nickel. I smoke half a nickel bag, bro. I smoke half a nickel bag. I'm gonna fall asleep in 15 minutes. Facts. This is tried and tested. In an hour or two, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I've smoked half a nickel bag. You got people putting an ounce in that shit, bro. I'm not, there's exception to the rules. I'm not, if people want to have fun and have a joint sometimes, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's some people in the streets, in reality, not on TV, not on YouTube, in reality. There's some people you gonna smoke a joint with and you can tell. Because they could keep some. They could keep some, bro. And it's not even, it's not just that. It's just, why? It's people. Because there's different reasons for different things. I might be wrong about what I'm saying. There's different reasons for different things. You're the one that has to figure that out. You're the one that has to figure out why this person has to indulge in so much drug use. Maybe the person is angry. Maybe the person had a bad day. Maybe the person is disrespectful to life, towards life. Maybe the person had a bad time. Maybe the person just didn't think about it. Maybe the person is used to smoking like that because all the people that he smokes with also smokes like that. There's different reasons, right? You're the one that has to figure out what that reason is. But you have to be aware that you can tell what kind of behavior a person has by the way that they smoke. You can tell. There's some people, some people I smoke with, they're cool. But the funny thing is, what I noticed with the people I smoke with when I go outside, what I notice with the people I smoke with when I go outside, bro, they're not smoking entire fucking 15, 20 grams of weed, bro. It's just a joint. It's just a small joint. Everybody thinks it's dope. Everybody skips. Everybody's high. Everybody skips. But then you're going to meet some people that's going to roll up a joint And it's the atmosphere. It's not the rolling itself. It's not the joint itself. It's the atmosphere that this person has. The aura that this person is giving off as he smokes a joint. Is he smoking that joint because he wants to chill? Or is he smoking that joint because he's on some bullshit? That's the thing. So it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. Right? Because everything can be bad. Everything can be bad. There's not one thing. Too much love is bad. If you love too much, that's bad. If you love too much, it's bad. You're naive. You're going to get fucked over. You're going to fuck over people unnecessarily because of your blind love and shit like that. It's not good. Too much love is not good. Too much hate is obviously not good. You're going to get yourself killed. You're going to, blah, 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 blah. Goggity goop. But these Illuminati cats, they be using narratives, appeal, mass appeal. They call that mass appeal. That's what mass appeal is. They use mass appeal, right? Pause. They use mass appeal, man. And they catch you. Like they catch your dreams. They have dream catchers. They have dream catchers. And they catch your dreams, and they catch your aspirations, your hope, and then you're trapped in their web of lies and deceit. And it's not easy to untangle yourself from that web of lies because you have an emotional attachment to it. You have an emotional attachment to it. You have people that's committed to the project. You have people committed to the project. You have an emotional attachment. You have friends, family, and shit. So it's hard to wake up because you're asking yourself, do I really even want to wake up? Because if I wake up, all these people might not be there when I wake up. Indeed. You're completely right. Or maybe you waking up is going to make somebody else wake up, and then another person wake up, and another person wake up, and there's going to be a giant fucking party where everybody's invited. No pun intended, no offense meant. It's going to be cramped up. We won't even be able to get to the bar because there's so many goddamn people in the goddamn place. That could happen too. But one thing's for sure, we'll never know if we keep making the same decisions all the time. We're never going to know if we keep making the same decisions. So we have to change. We have to stop making those decisions that keeps leading us down this road. We have to decide, are we going to wake up or are we going to go to sleep? Of course, there's always going to be chosen ones, Neos. There's always going to be Neos walking around trying to wake you up from time to time because the future is what's real. The future is what's real. And right now, you're not heading towards the future. You're not heading anywhere. But we're trying to go to the future. We're trying to bring you to the future. We're trying to bring you somewhere. But the problem is that you're afraid that by me trying to bring you somewhere, that's going to be a detriment to the people that you love, to the things that you cherish. So it's a hard decision to make for some. For some people, it's a hard decision to make. Not for everybody, but for some people, it's a hard decision to make, and it's understandable. But you got to take a leap of faith, man. We don't call it a leap of faith for no reason. You don't know if you're going to land flat. That's why it's called a leap of faith. Because you might land flat. You might be completely wrong. And just hit the pavement. Pow! Or you might end up flying. And you might end up being like, hey, well, this ain't too bad. This ain't half bad. I thought this would be worse than I thought it would be. XA on all the Jesus references. I'm trolling a little bit. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought it was kind of funny though. Yeah. Orlando Brown and 4 Extra. That's what Orlando Brown and 4 Extra remind me of. That's what that situation, it reminds me of all those things. I don't know if my opinion counts as anything or if it matters. But that's mostly how I see things. That's mostly how what this situation makes me think. You know, it makes me think that people are waking up. It makes me think that regardless if, well, people have to be waking up, because even if Orlando Brown is fake and 4 Extra is fake, there's a reason why they're being fake on TV. And that reason is probably because not everybody is sleeping. And probably people are waking up and they're trying to put them back to sleep. Maybe. Maybe not. But there's a reason for things. Things don't just happen just because, you know. So are we well, for the chosen one, I can say, man, the devil is an entity that is known to give you self-confidence. Pause. But that's what it is. That's called self-confidence. Believing in yourself is self-confidence. And forgive me if you please, but I don't know how having self-confidence is a sin. And if God was really God, then wouldn't he be the one giving you confidence? Oh yeah, God gives me confidence because he's with me, blah blah goggity goop. Goggity goop. You believe in yourself in the fashion that the Bible tells you to believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself in the fashion that you become an ark. Like a businessman is an ark. Like a real businessman, right? A billionaire is an ark, bro. A self-made billionaire, a self-made billionaire, a self-made entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur. You don't have to be a billionaire, because you can own 10 buildings in the neighborhood. You can own 5 houses in the neighborhood and you're not a millionaire. Barely even rich. You're still struggling to pay bills, regardless that you have 5, 6, 7, 10 houses in the neighborhood. It don't matter. But you're still successful. because he got 1078 houses in the goddamn neighborhood. So you're an ark. When you're with the proper teachings of a rich man, of an ark, is a man that is educated, that is producing jobs and giving people places to live. When you achieve that level of success, you're an ark. You have many things within you. You're walking around. You have to understand the mentality that you have when you're walking around town on your feet, but you own 10 houses that people live in, 10 apartments, 10 office buildings, all rented. That money comes to that energy and money flows to you, and you're walking around on your feet. Can you imagine how that feels? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Even. Because you would think that someone like that would never walk, right? You would think the way people see things nowadays, you would think a person that's that successful is like laying on a bed of satin and eating grapes. He's not even picking up the grapes himself. He has like a servant that puts the grapes in his mouth. You know, like you would think that's the kind of no. That's not how life is. More money, more problems. That's what the song says. When you got more money, you got more problems, right? You still have to pay bills. This is still the policies, taxes, blah, blah, goggity goop. Competition, people hating on you, jealousy, blah, 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 blah. Your wife left with the kids, all kinds of shit. Be careful with the narrative that is projected to you, because it might be something toxic to remove you from the headspace that you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be a success. You're supposed to be you're supposed to have your own village. Most people, because it takes strength and it takes energy, right? It takes motivation. But some people are capable of owning an entire city. Some people are capable of owning a house. Some people are capable of owning 2 houses. Some people are capable of owning 2 houses and an apartment. Some people are capable of owning 2 houses, an apartment, and a hotel. Some people are capable of owning 2 hotels. Some people are capable of owning 5 hotels. Some people are capable of having 10 office buildings, skyscrapers, right? Some people are capable. Everybody's a little bit different. But the common denominator between the guy that owns 1 house, all through everything that I said, to the guy that owns 10 office buildings, is that they are successful. They are a success. That's the common denominator. It's not about money. It's about the way you think. It's the way you think. That's the dangerous part. That's the part that you have to be careful. That's the part that's dangerous. It's the way you think. It's not what you do. It's not because the person owns 10 houses that he's up to no good. And yes, maybe all the other people that own 10 houses that you have met were up to no good, true. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody that's like that are up to no good. And it's not about if that person is up to no good or not. It's about what you're going to do and who you are going to be once you are put into that position, because it will happen one way or another. And the only way it won't happen is if you remove yourself completely from living and being free financially, emotionally, and spiritually and mentally. These people are not friends of business. These people are not friends of spirituality. These people are not friends. They're not friendly. They're not friends. So you must stop treating them like friends, because they're not your friend. They will act like your friend, but they are not your friend. So what are you going to do? It's not, like I said, it's not about what you're going to do. But what I mean by that is, how are you, after listening to this video, how are you going to perceive life? Are you going to maintain that alcohol is the problem? Are you going to maintain the idea that alcohol is the problem? Are you going to maintain the idea that smoking is the problem? Are you going to maintain the idea that your hot fucking girlfriend might be stopping you from achieving your goals because of her nice ass? Don't answer that, especially the last one. You know. But are you? Or are you going to realize that it's not about who you're with or what you're doing? It's about how you think when you're doing it. Are you going to go left, or are you going to go right? Are you going to listen to the little angel, or are you going to listen to the little demon? Are you going to traverse this parallel dimension or not? So, I'm going to stop it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.